Let's talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workplace. My name is Rah-Khem, Senior Manager for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Diversity, what does it mean? An array of characteristics within a given group of people. Some are visible while others are not. Diversity includes, but is not limited to, race, ethnicity, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, religion, disabilities, education, national origin, military status, mental health, skills, and socioeconomic status. Complexity of diversity is impacted by intersectionality or combination of these characteristics. Also, additional consideration has to be given to unique thoughts, ideas, experience, and value system team members may bring. Why does it matter? People bring unique lenses into the workplace, empowering us to approach goals, missions, and problems from different perspectives. We all have the ability to propose solutions on how to accomplish goals, improve and resolve barriers, providing team members opportunities to contribute to the discussion, planning, strategizing, problem solving are healthy for organizations. And that's why we really need to recontext how we are approaching diversity, equity, and inclusion within the workplace. Equity, what does it mean? Ensuring processes, programs, policies are impartial, providing fair, experiential outcomes for each employee or groups. It requires managers to be thoughtful and strategic in implementing mechanisms to provide each person the appropriate tools and support needed to be successful in their current roles and future roles. I'd like to draw your attention to the picture in the right-hand corner because equity and equality are often confused or commingled, and they're really not the same. Equality talks about giving everyone the same thing or same opportunity in the same fashion. And truthfully, everyone doesn't necessarily need the same thing. Equity takes into consideration what the current standing is and what is a barrier to a person or groups of people's experience so that they can better contribute to the process or program or work efforts. And that's the distinction. By giving each member or groups the appropriate tools they need so that they can participate in the process in an equitable manner. Why does it matter? It's about removing barriers to level landscapes so individuals' entry and access are similar, minimizing advantages based on biased thinking. We know barriers exist, and we must proactively identify ways to address these inequities to ensure a balanced outcome. That's the crucial difference between equity and equality. Inclusion. What does it mean? It's an ongoing practice ensuring people develop a sense of belonging evident in the level of support, commitment, respect, and appreciation they experience in the organizational climate. It is signaled to team members by way of treatment, letting all know they can be their authentic selves. Why does that matter? People shouldn't have to shut off parts of who they are, code switching to shield their inner identity. We should all be able to walk into the workplace every day knowing we'll be respected as our true person and that we are genuinely accepted for who we are. Inclusion is elusive. It's not simply eliminating disparaging practices and policy. It requires unilateral effort to build a climate within the workplace that allows everyone to develop a sense of safety to be genuine. Are you committed to that every day? And finally, being an ally. You have to act as if it were possible to radically transform the world, and you have to do it all the time. Angela Davis. And what does that say? Be courageous, speak out, and stand up for the equitable and fair treatment of everyone. Be a powerful voice for those who are underrepresented or aren't in the room while they're being discussed by others. For example, speak out against bias based on age, race, ethnicity, gender, religion, or sexual orientation. The list can be extensive considering the circumstances. Be a champion. Practice being equitable when assigning opportunities fairly and inclusive by advancing the interests of marginalized groups. This is how we assure all team members get to participate in projects, provide their input on changes, learn new skills, contribute in planning sessions, or share ideas. Allyship is critical to defeat ignorance, bigotry, and intolerance. And that's why it's important for us to make sure we own the narrative for diversity, equity, and inclusion and be very clear in our efforts. Thank you. And again, my name is Rah-Khem, Senior Manager for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.